Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings everyone. My name is Clarista Faizadaru and I came from 6.2 class. In commemoration of Kartini's Day, today we are going to talk about women's emancipation in Indonesia. But some of you might think, why emancipation is really important? Okay, so before we start, I want you to imagine a rich and wealthy business person in a suit. Okay, so I want you to visualize it in your head. Okay, so are you done? If the first thing that came to your mind is a man in a suit, that's the exact reason why we need emancipation. That is like an inherent stereotype in society. For centuries, women are not allowed to go to work, nor getting a proper education. Even nowadays in our modernized world, women are still often underestimated on their occupation, no matter how expert or competent they are. Throughout history, women are expected to do less job, but actually we can do so much more. Viewed as weak, helpless, and can do anything besides being dependent on men are the stereotypes coming from the misogynists. Misogyny refers to a hatred of women and could be realized in many forms, such as words, sexual abuse, assault, and many more. Misogyny is often fueled by insecurity and fear. During history, lots of men feel threatened by women who challenge traditional gender norms and is a rebel to them, so they begin to restrain women from anything and everything. Well, however, this misogynist and sexist culture are often opposed by many parties, including our female national figure, Raden Ajeng Kartini. Kartini fought tirelessly for women's emancipation during the cruel colonization era. She built an educational institution, she educated for those who got restrained by the patriarchy system, and she changed people's perspective about women. Our nation still celebrates her amazing emancipation spirit on her birthday, 21st April, which is named Kartini's Day. But has emancipation really succeeded in Indonesia after its independence? Well, the answer is not quite. There are still challenges faced by women in Indonesia. One of the biggest challenges we face is our legal system. Sexual offender, sexual abuse, and predators are not given a long enough sentence in court. Remember, sexual assault is a crime that cannot be justified no matter what's the reason. But yet, the punishment for this type of crime are still light. While the victim traumatized for life, the predator didn't get an enough sentence on prison. Well, I'm aware this could happen to any gender. But every year, 34% of women in Indonesia got sexually harassed with the predators, getting a light sentence on prison, which I know is very dystopian, right? So, what's the best thing we could do to keep this emancipation spirit alive? So, the first thing you need to do is challenge gender stereotypes. Stood up, speak up, and never shut up about gender stereotypes. So, support any other women for good. Remember, becoming the best version of yourself could make the misogynist got a heart attack. The misogynist got a heart attack whenever they saw a woman with a degree or an intelligent woman. Learn more skills, increase your knowledge, and many more. The conclusion is, let us commit ourselves to supporting each other, uplifting one another, to begin to support any women, so we will not face any other problems regarding of gender, and any women could live in peace without feeling oppressed or discriminated. Well, I think that's all I can say for today. Thank you for listening, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.